Hello friends, how's you? I hope all are fine and healthy. Welcome to Affairs Cloud Learn to Lead. Good morning to all the students. And guys, you can see we will discuss today 24th and 25th of January 2021 current affairs. We will discuss 14 to 15 very important and most important current affair. You can see two best images of the day. But you have to remember, you have to like this video, you have to share as maximum as possible, and you have to subscribe our channel and watch video till last. And guys, you can purchase our Affairs Cloud subscription only from our application. This is news for you because you can purchase only from application, not from our website. This is very important. And what is the name of application? Name of application is Careers Cloud. Remember, the name of application is not Affairs Cloud. The name of application is Careers Cloud. Remember this. You can search on the Google Play Store, or if you receive any type of difficulty, then you can go to the description box of this video. We put a link of the downloading of this application, then you can download from that link also. So what we are providing in this PDF subscription, we are providing daily wise PDF. In the daily wise PDF section, you will receive two type of the PDFs. One is related to theoretical current affairs of particular day. Next PDF is related to question and answer format of the current affair of particular day. Next section is the weekly PDF and all the current affair arranged according to the week so that you can revise again and again on the week basis. Next is weekly test, very important to evaluate yourself that how much current affair you can retain for long time period. Next is the monthly PDF, and it is the most important section because we are providing various PDFs according to your convenience. Like first PDF is study PDF. It means all the theoretical current affairs provided to you in the form of study PDF. And guys, remember question and answer PDF, all the current affairs provided to you in the form of question and answer so that you can revise and retain for long time period. Next is Pocket PDF, very important as the name suggests. It is for those students who want to revise quickly and who want to revise current affair before their exam, like 2 or 3 days before exam. Next is Banking and Finance Economy PDF. It is very important for those aspirants who are preparing for banking exam. And next is the top 100 current affairs. It means top 100 current affairs. It means best 100 current affairs of particular month will be provided to you in the form of question and answer so that you can revise and retain for long time period. And guys, these all things comes under one subscription. And the price of this subscription is very much low. Even 1 year subscription and 2 year subscription is available, and both the prices are very much low. You can get 10% discount on that minimal price. And how you can get this 10% discount? If you use this code ASH10, then you will get definitely 10% extra discount. Now we are starting 24th and 25th of January 2021 current affair. You have to like this video, guys. You have to share as maximum as possible, and you have to subscribe our channel. And let's start our first section, that is the most important question section. And here is our first question. First Parakram Divas was celebrated on which day? Very important day, and it is the first time that this day is celebrated, and this day is celebrated to mark the 125th anniversary of Subhash Chandra Bose. And the day is very important because recently, before 2 or 3 days back, we covered this question. We covered this question overwhelmingly, and answer of this question is 23rd of January because he was born on 23rd of January. And a one year long celebration started on the 23rd of January. You can see here, first Parakram Divas, and it is celebrated on 23rd of January 2021. It is just to mark the 125th birth anniversary of Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose, and it is observed as the first Parakram Divas. And the day honors and remembers the contribution of Netaji towards the nation, and he becomes the global leader. And a high-level committee also set up under the chairmanship of Prime Minister Narendra Modi that how the programs can be constituted to mark the 1 year long celebration of the Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose. And recently we covered the question that Indian Railway also renamed the Havda Kalka Mail as the Netaji Express. You have to remember this. We covered this question in the question answer format. And remember, he was also served as the President of Congress in 1938 as well as in 1939. But due to dispute between Netaji and Gandhiji, he resigned from Congress and formed a new political party that is known as Forward Bloc. So remember who formed Forward Bloc? This is another history question. Forward Bloc was formed by Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose in 1939. Now we are moving to next question. What is the theme of India Digital Summit 2021 organized by Internet and Mobile Association of India? Very important. This event organized on the virtual platform. And guys, remember what is the theme? Theme is Atmanirbhar Bharat, start of new decade. So remember, Atmanirbhar Bharat, it means self-reliant Bharat and start of a new decade. Because of COVID-19, we are basically assuming that we are now starting to improve the Atmanirbharta of India. You can see here who is the chief guest. Very obvious, Union Minister of Communication, Shri Ravi Shankar Prasad was the chief guest. And remember, India Digital Summit was organized by Internet and Mobile Association of India as well as Niti Aayog. You can see here what was the theme: Atmanirbhar Bharat, start of new decade. Objective: it is just to provide a platform for the discussion of very young entrepreneurs to create a new digital ecosystem, so that how we can improve our new digital ecosystem. So during this event, 11th India Digital Award 2021 also announced. There are so many categories under this award, but I am covering just 2 categories because these are important. Digital Person of the Year, Sanjeev Bikhchandani, and he is currently the head of Info Edge. Remember, Sanjeev Bikhchandani. And the award Digital Startup of the Year goes to Khatabook. Very important, and you, I think, already know that who is currently the brand ambassador of Khatabook. Brand ambassador is Akshay Kumar. Khatabook brand ambassador is Akshay Kumar, and it is important, guys. Digital Startup of the Year is Khatabook, and Digital Person of the Year Sanjeev Bikhchandani. Remember these 2 things, and this question is marks under the most important. Move to next question. Which organization recently adopted treaty on the prohibition of nuclear weapons? Very important treaty, guys, because it is the first international agreement on the prohibition of nuclear weapons. And guys, the organization is United Nations. You can see here, United Nations first treaty to ban nuclear weapons enter into force. Treaty on Prohibition of Nuclear Weapons adopted by the United Nations, and it is the first ever international agreement which prohibits nuclear weapons. If any nuclear armed states are joining this treaty, it means a time-bound, fixed manner or the framework which leads to verified and irreversible elimination of nuclear weapons program is provided. It means the countries who are signing this agreement are prohibited from development, testing, production, stocking, transferring, using and threat of using nuclear weapons. That is very important. And nuclear capable countries including India did not support this treaty and nor have signed it. Even any more importantly, countries like United States, Russia, Britain, China, France, Pakistan, North Korea, Israel, they are basically very much nuclear capable countries. Even they didn't support this treaty and nor have signed it. Until now, 86 nations have signed this treaty and 52 nations have ratified, but they didn't sign yet, but 52 nations have ratified this. And remember about United Nations General Assembly, headquarters is in New York and president is Volkan Bozkir. Remember the name of the president of United Nations General Assembly. Now we are moving to next question. Who became the world largest derivatives exchange for the second consecutive year in 2020 in terms of number of contracts traded? So I think all the students know what is derivatives. Derivatives basically it is a financial security, like it is a contract between 2 or more parties and the derivative derives its price from the fluctuation in the underlying asset, like bonds, stocks, commodities, currencies, interest rates, market indexes, all comes under the derivatives. And who become the world largest derivatives exchange for second consecutive year? It means this company also won the last year this prize in 2020 in terms of number of contracts traded. It means maximum to maximum number of the contracts traded under this company or the stock exchange. And answer of this question is National Stock Exchange. Very important, guys. Even mark under the most important because we are talking about stock exchange. You can see here National Stock Exchange remains world largest derivative exchange during the second consecutive year. It means in 2019 this organization also won this award. In accordance with the Futures Industry Association, this survey is basically by the Future Industry Association, National Stock Exchange of India remained the world largest derivative exchange for the second consecutive year in 2020 in terms of number of contracts traded. Because in 2020, 70 lakh new registration done in the National Stock Exchange, and it is the highest in a calendar year because it is 2.3 times. It means almost double the number of registration in 2019. And National Stock Exchange launched a series of new products and services so that people can exchange these type of the services and can be traded under these services. And guys, this is the most important news because it is related to National Stock Exchange. So remember, headquarters is in Mumbai, Maharashtra. Who is managing director and CEO? That is Vikram Limay. Remember this. Vikram Limai is currently the MD and CEO of the National Stock Exchange. And remember, recent related news about the stock exchange, and it is related to Bombay Stock Exchange. Bombay Stock Exchange recently launched Bombay Stock Exchange E-Agriculture Market Limited to trade the agricultural commodities so that farmers' income can be enhanced. So this is the initiative of the Bombay Stock Exchange. Moving to our next question. Who has been appointed as the new chairperson of the Broadcasting Content Complaints Council and becomes the first woman chairperson of this council? And I am giving you hint that this answer belongs to the Jammu and Kashmir former Chief Justice. Remember, Jammu and Kashmir former Chief Justice. It means she was first woman Chief Justice of Jammu and Kashmir High Court. So guys, answer of this question is very simple now. Answer is Justice Geeta Mittal. You can see here, Geeta Mittal has been appointed as the new chairperson of the Broadcasting Content Complaints Council and becomes the first woman chairperson of this council. And remember, this council was created under the Indian Broadcasting Foundation. Indian Broadcasting Foundation, and it is to examine content related to complaints of all known news journal entertainment channels in India. So without news, the things which are broadcasting, they are basically reviewing all the contents. So it is very important because it is created by Indian Broadcasting Foundation. And remember, Justice Geeta Mittal, she served as the first woman Chief Justice of Jammu and Kashmir High Court. This is again very important question. That's why we covered this question under the most important question. Now we are moving to next question. Which state become the first state to launch door delivery of the ration under PDS? All you know about the public distribution system, that below poverty section and even the vulnerable section of the society gets the ration in very phased manner at very low cost. So this is the basically public distribution system. Now one state basically launched the door delivery of rations under the public distribution system, and this state is Andhra Pradesh. Andhra Pradesh, very important state. You all know who is the Chief Minister of Andhra Pradesh, that is Y.S. Jagan Mohan Reddy, and who is the governor of this state. Governor of this state is, guys, Vishwa Bhushan Harichandan. Remember, Vishwa Bhushan Harichandan. And Andhra Pradesh is very important for the national parks. You have to remember this. There is a very important national park, Papikonda National Park. Next is, you can say, one important Shri Venkata National Park or Shri Venkateshwara National Park. Last is the Rajiv Gandhi National Park, also known as the Rameshwaram National Park. So remember these three national parks: Papikonda National Park, Rajiv Gandhi National Park, Shri Venkateshwara or Shri Venkata National Park. So this belongs to Andhra Pradesh. So you can see here, Andhra Pradesh become the first state to launch door delivery for the rations under the public distribution system, and the scheme will benefit almost about the 26 lakh card holders throughout the state. Very huge people comes under this scheme. The scheme will cost an additional of 830 crore per annum. It means it is a burden on the state government, but it is beneficial for the people, and it is a work of the state government that they have to do work for the social welfare. Now we are moving to next question. And all the most important questions now covered, we are moving to very important questions. RB proposed 4-layered bank-like norms for which organization or which organization group? So remember, RB proposed 4-layered bank-like norms for NBFCs, for non-banking financial companies. You can see here the 4 norms for the proposed by the RB for the NBFCs. If any NBFC comes under the base layer, it means the regulations are not very much strict and the supervisory control is very much low. But any company, any NBFC comes under the top layer, it means higher regulation and supervision. So this is the 4-layer structure of the NBFCs, and it is prepared by the RBI, and it is basically proposed by the RBI. It is still not passed, but it will be passed, and it's like bank-like norms for the top 30 non-banking financial companies, and it is prepared by RBI. You have to remember this, and there will be a bank-like regulation for the top 25 to 30 NBFCs in the country. As per the new framework, the NBFCs will be grouped into the 4 layers. Like you can see, this is the base layer, this is middle layer, this is upper layer, and this is the top layer. And if you belongs to the base layer, it means the least regulatory intervention. And if you belongs to the top layer, it means the regulatory regime will get stricter. So this is the basic function of the RBI regarding the non-banking financial companies. Now we are moving to next question. Which Indian mathematician has been named as the winner of Michel and Sheila Held Prize 2021 along with 2 other mathematicians which which are not belong to India, and both the mathematicians belongs to USA. It means the three member team, one member belongs to India and two members belong to United States of America. And the member belongs to India, it means I am talking about Indian mathematician. Answer is Nikhil Srivastava. You can see the picture of Nikhil Srivastava, Indian mathematician and named joint winner of the 2021 Michel and Sheila Held Prize. You can also see here, he won this prize with other two persons named as Adam W. Marcus American and Daniel Allen, also belongs to United States. What about Michel and Sheila Held Prize? It is annually presented to honor the outstanding research in the areas of discrete optimization or related parts of the computer science. So why the three-member team won this type of the award? They solved the long-standing questions on the, you can say the Candice-Singer problem and on Ramanujan graphs. And the paper of these persons published in 2015. That's why we are talking about the computer science application. And the prize was established in 2017 with the help of or with the will of Michel and the Sheila Held organization. Remember this, and this organization basically belongs to National Academy of Science. It means I am talking about NSA. Moving to next question. What is the name of the portal which was launched by the Union Minister Arjun Munda for National Migration Support? It means it is for the National Migration Support and it is for the migrant workers. And the name of the portal is Shram Shakti. Very important and very important question. Shram Shakti is the name of the portal and it is launched by our Union Minister Arjun Munda. It means I am talking about Union Ministry of Tribal Affairs. You can see here, Union Minister of Tribal Affairs, Shri Arjun Munda, virtually launched this Shram Shakti digital data solution for migrant workers. You can also see here, this portal name is the Shram Shakti and it is just the smooth formulation of the state and the national level program for the migrant workers. It means all the data, all the schemes which are related to migrant workers, either started by the state government or the center government, formulated under just one portal, and name of this portal is Shram Shakti. And the minister also launched a tribal migration cell, a tribal museum at Goa, and Shram Sathi, a training manual for the migrant worker, so that maximum to maximum training can be provided to this migrant worker and their income can be enhanced. So remember, the module or the training manual name is the Shram Sathi. And remember, a tribal museum also opened in Goa. Moving to next question. A book titled Flying Blind, India's Quest for Global Leadership, authored by whom? And name of the book is very interesting, guys. You can see Flying Blind. It means you can basically collide with anyone if you are flying blindly. So this is the main purpose of this book, that is Flying Blind. But it is a satire on the government foreign policy. Remember, the book describes the difficulties that stand as an obstacle to the current India's foreign policy, each of which have led to many instabilities in the foreign policy practice, which in turn has affected India's interest. And it tries also to explain why the ordinary Indian citizen should care about foreign policy and how a more important foreign policy can deliver economic growth at home. So this is the basically related to foreign policy, India's weak foreign policy. And this book is written by Mohammad Jishan. Remember, Mohammad Jishan. You can see here the very beautiful cover page of this book. Mohammad Jishan wrote this book, and this book is published by Penguin Random House, and this book describes the difficulties that stand as an obstacle to current India's foreign policy. Now we are moving to next question. Which state signed MOU with Adani Ports and Special Economic Zone Limited to set up India's largest multi-modal logistic park? Recently, one multi-modal logistic park was inaugurated in Assam, but this is the largest multi-modal logistic park, and it is a agreement between the state government of Gujarat and Adani Ports and Special Economic Zone Limited. You can see here Gujarat Chief Minister Vijay Rupani, and you can also see here the Adani Group, who signed an agreement to establish multi-modal logistic park. You can also see here that it will be basically established in Virochanagar near Sanad in Ahmedabad. Just you have to remember in which city it will be established, and it will be established in Ahmedabad. And it will have a dedicated air cargo complex with 4.6 kilometer long runway to handle even large side cargo aircraft. It means it can transfer large size of goods even with this extra air cargo complex. It will provide direct air, rail and road connectivity so that maximum to maximum business can be expanded in the state, or maximum to maximum industrial growth and maximum to maximum export can be increased. So what about Gujarat? Chief Minister Vijay Rupani and capital is Gandhinagar, governor is Acharya Devvrat. And very important national parks, that is Gir National Park is there, Wildest Sanctuary is there, very important, and Vansda National Park is also there. Now moving to next question. Jammu and Kashmir approved adoption of Jammu and Kashmir Industrial Land Allotment Policy. What is the time period of this policy? And this policy is very important for the Jammu and Kashmir because Jammu and Kashmir development is on stake. Now Jammu and Kashmir become the UT, and so many developments are going in the Jammu and Kashmir. Recently Prime Minister Modi ji launched Jan Arogya Sehat scheme in the Jammu and Kashmir, and recently Jammu and Kashmir also started horticulture scheme so that the maximum to maximum income of the farmers can be enhanced. Now they are basically starting the industrial land allotment policy for the 10 years. It means for the time period of 2021 to 30. You can also see here Jammu and Kashmir Administrative Council for Jammu and Kashmir approves adoption for Jammu and Kashmir Industrial Land Allotment Policy of 2021-30. You can also see here Lieutenant Governor Manoj Kumar Sinha gave its approval for this policy. Time period is 2021 to 30, and maximum to maximum industrialization economy can be created in the Jammu and Kashmir. This is the main target, and the policy will also cover the land allotment to the main sectors like health and institutions, medicities, educational institution and edu-cities, so that maximum to maximum development of these sectors can be enhanced. So this is the main purpose of the Jammu and Kashmir. Recently Ratel hydro project was also passed in the Jammu and Kashmir. So many projects started in the Jammu and Kashmir. Moving to next question. Which company is set to act as knowledge partner of the Madhya Pradesh government? It means to provide any type of the knowledge skills to the students of the Madhya Pradesh state. A company joins hand with Madhya Pradesh government, and name of this company is Wipro. Name of this company is Wipro, and I am talking about Azim Premji. You can see here Wipro Group is set to act as the knowledge partner of government of Madhya Pradesh in context of the new education policy at the implementation level. You can also see here Madhya Pradesh government is also allocating some type of the land so that Wipro can establish a university in Bhopal, so that maximum to maximum students of this state can be benefited. And the state government will provide all required support to the Azim Premji Foundation to establish a university in the Madhya Pradesh. And Wipro is also establishing a software development center so that the skill development can be initiated and maximum to maximum people can be attached with the information technology and new type of the employment can be generated. So it is all because of the Madhya Pradesh government and all because of the Wipro organization. So they both tie up. So Madhya Pradesh is very important for us guys, because Madhya Pradesh recently tied up with the Wipro for the education level. Madhya Pradesh also tied up with the Kerala for the tourism development. You have to remember this. Moving to next question. I am Indore and which state signed MOU to build roadmap for Atmanirbhar Madhya Pradesh? Again Madhya Pradesh guys, because now they want to Shashakt Madhya Pradesh. It means they want to self-reliant Madhya Pradesh so that maximum to maximum employment can be generated and maximum to maximum things can be generated only in the Madhya Pradesh. And this time it is the I am Indore. It means 3 questions now we covered. Madhya Pradesh tied up with the I am Indore for the Atmanirbhar Bharat or the Atmanirbhar Madhya Pradesh. Second, they tied up with the Wipro for the knowledge partner. It means for the education development. They tied up with the Kerala for development of the tourism. So these 3 things you have to remember. And answer of this question is very simple. That is Madhya Pradesh. Madhya Pradesh is very important because largest forest area belongs to Madhya Pradesh all over India. And there is a Panna Biosphere Reserve, very important biosphere reserve. There is a Panchmadi Biosphere Reserve again in Madhya Pradesh, Bandhavgarh National Park, one of the largest national park of India. And guys, remember there is a very important Kanha Tiger Reserve also in Madhya Pradesh. Madhya Pradesh has maximum numbers of leopards according to the leopards report recently released by the Prakash Javadekar ji, and Madhya Pradesh also the maximum number of tigers, 526 tigers in Madhya Pradesh. So huge things you can cover under the Madhya Pradesh. So what is the objective of this MOU? I am Indore will help Madhya Pradesh to frame new industrial policy and help in improving the ease of doing business in Madhya Pradesh so that maximum to maximum businessmen can set up their units in the Madhya Pradesh. I am Indore will devise strategic campaigns for the brand Madhya Pradesh and as Atmanirbhar Evam Samriddh. It means Saksham Madhya Pradesh. So the main aim of I am Indore to build Madhya Pradesh as Atmanirbhar Madhya Pradesh. IIM Indore will also provide advisory and support and management consultancy for global and national summits which will conducted by the government of Madhya Pradesh, so that through these summits they can enhance their business, they can invite so many portfolios in the Madhya Pradesh so that maximum to maximum business can be enhanced. So it is basically for the industrial development and it is basically for the Atmanirbhar Madhya Pradesh. Now we are moving to next question. And guys, we are moving to important question, and there is one question in the important section. What is the name of new species of ant discovered in Kerala and the Tamil Nadu? Very simple question. You have to just remember the options only so that you can eliminate other options. So the options are Osseraya decamera, Osyara joshi, Osyara kohli, and both A and B. So answer is very simple. Answer is both A and B. One, this Osyara joshi is found in Kerala and Osyara decamera is found in Tamil Nadu. And answer should be D, that is both A and B. You can see here, recently discovered new ant species from Kerala named in honor with the Professor Amitabh Joshi. So this Joshi words comes from the Professor Amitabh Joshi. And you can also see here the ant species, and answer is the Osyara joshi and Osyara decamera. And Joshi word comes from the Professor Amitabh Joshi. And remember, these two species found in the Kerala, especially in the Periyar National Park, and this decamera in the Tamil Nadu. And name decamera refers to the 10 segmented antennal count of the species. But you have to remember just the name, otherwise nothing important under this news. And remember the place like Kerala and the Tamil Nadu. Now we are moving to one-liner important points. Not so much important points, but you can remember Fareed Zakira book title 10 lessons for a post-pandemic world. Like 10 lessons, like we can take example like digital world. We are basically moving to the digital world. Globalization and the developing world, order split between the United States and the China, natural and biological risk. So these type of the 10 lessons for a post-pandemic world is written by Fareed Zakira. So you have to remember the name Fareed Zakaria or the Zakira. Next is the Government of India uses RAS platform to Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology for processing feedback on the COVID-19 vaccination. So it is not the question, it is basically information for you guys. This Government of India uses Rapid Assessment System. This RAS stands for Rapid Assessment System under the COVID vaccination drive, the world biggest vaccination drive to get feedback from those who get the COVID-19 vaccination. So they are just getting the feedback, those who already get the vaccination. Next, HDFC to sell its 24.48, it means almost 25% stake in Good Horse Spaces Private Limited for 232 crore. Just information again, not so much important. Just remember HDFC sells some type of the stakes in Good Host Spaces. Next, Airtel Payment Bank launched Airtel SafePay, a safe mode of make digital payment. So the examiner can ask the what is the name of the Airtel payments system which is done through the safe mode to make digital payment. So the name is Airtel Safe Money. Next, PM Modi addressed the 18th convocation of Tezpur University, Assam. Not so much important. Next, Air Quality Management Panel set to partner with the premier technical institution to establish decision support system. So it is important because we are talking about air quality management, and who is currently the chairperson, because this commission was recently formed by the Government of India, and the chairman of this commission is MM Kuti, and they tied up with the premier institution so that they can discuss how we can improve the air quality. So this is the main purpose. So two things under one line, the important point is important. One is the name of the book, second is the air quality management. Now moving to 23rd of January 2021 answer. The question was, black soil is also known as which of the following name? So answer of this question is very simple and all the students were right, and very simple question, and it was asked in SSC CGL 2016, and answer of this question is regur soil. Regur soil. It is a Latin word basically. It means overflow. Now we are moving to, and this soil also basically formed in Maharashtra and the adjacent area of the Maharashtra, like some area of the Gujarat, some area of Andhra Pradesh, some area of Karnataka, and some area of Madhya Pradesh. So remember, main state is Madhya Pradesh, and it is also known as the cotton soil because maximum to maximum cotton is grown under this soil, regur soil. Now moving to the question of the day, and question of the day again asked in the CGL 2016 second shift, which dynasty was started by the Khizr Khan? So I am giving you hint, and this person came to India in 1398 when one of the great grandfather of the Babur attacked on India. So remember this. and the name was the Taimur. So you can also remember Taimur attacked in India on 1398. Remember this, and Tughlaq was ruling at that time. So answer of this question you have to give only in the comment box, guys. You have to give answer only in the comment box. This is my request, and you have to like this video because you have to provide 700 plus likes. You have to subscribe our channel. You have to press the bell button so that we can give you more videos and you can receive the notification of these videos. And guys, it is Affairs Cloud promise that it will boost your confidence in the general awareness section, definitely. And it is my personal promise that if you are watching the videos regularly and if you are reading the current affairs from PDFs, then your current affairs section definitely will go strong. And thank you guys for watching this video. And don't take life so much serious. Life is fun. Always do experiments, but don't compromise your study. Always take care. Thank you guys. Take care. Bye-bye.